welcome back to another Alert Dog gaming video. Well, welcome back to the channel where I fix cars and go on rants about today's politics. That's basically what my channel is nowadays. I say most of you probably agree. But, let's just get into the video. I know it's probably been like over a couple months since I last recorded one of these videos. One of these. I can't remember if I did this or not, but go to the test path. And then let's start it. I don't think that really helped anything. Yeah, it helped somewhat. But yet there's still, let's see, 3 parts not discovered, so let's put it on lift A. And I can't remember, can you actually do it on, no you can't. That would've been cool though. Put it all the way up, just because I think it's mainly like suspension problems. Inspection mode. Looks like 2 rubber bushings so far have gone bad, or in some mechanics cases they call it shot. Just go ahead and take this wheel off. Go back into inspection mode. Yeah, that's one's bad, so that's one of the parts eliminated. Just take that off. Wheel brake caliper is bad, and the brakes. And the brake disc ventilator. Or ventilated disc. The suspension is good except for the lower suspension arm and inner tie rod and the outer tie rod. And I say it's probably as bad on the other end, but give me a second. Which, since it was bad on this other side, I'm gonna check to see if it's as bad on this side. Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be another wheel hubcap. So that one's as bad. Let me actually check. I'm pretty sure this is probably, yep, that's the last part we need to check. Okay, so I know need 2 wheel hubcaps, which I'm going to go ahead and go buy right now. blame me for, or don't judge me for doing that with just buying one and then buying another that way. I forgot that, I mean, it's been a while since I played this game, so don't judge me. But, I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of these parts off, just so we can get to the other parts that we need to replace. Alright, we only need one caliper, unless it's bad on the back. I need to take out the bearing, which is good. I also need to take this out. And then the knuckle cover. Lower suspension arm definitely needs to go. And it looks like I need one rubber bushing for that. So, let's actually see. I need one... Wait a minute. There's still one part not discovered. Huh. Well, I'll find that in a second. But I need one, or... I need 5 rubber bushings. Which, this is honestly a hell of a job. And, YouTube, please don't demonetize me for saying that word, because I hear people say that that word is not, as bad as the other ones. Okay, I need 2 outer tie rods and another... Wait a minute, I think I know what needs... Yep. The steering rack, that's what needs to be replaced. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy the, I'm not gonna buy the steering rack yet because I could be wrong. But I'm gonna buy 2 outer tie rods. Buy 2 inner. And go ahead and replace those. Or at least I'm going to actually take these parts off. And then I'm going to take off the steering rack. Oh yeah, that is completely shot. So I need to buy a steering rack, which will cost me 800 buckaroos. Or 760, sorry. Because, I got an upgrade to where things are on a slight discount. Okay, so let's actually make sure. Yeah, every thing is now discovered, so let me actually count one more time after I take this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually need 7 of those rubber bushings. $98 buckaroo. Oh. Huh. I just got an achievement if you didn't see that in the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and get the lower suspension arms. This guy must try taking this thing off-roading often, because this guy's suspension is just completely shot. Hold on, I don't know. Probably probably can't even see it, but I'm just shop. Okay, that makes sense. And I probably shouldn't have checked that then, because if you guys could hear that Red Dead Redemption 2 music, it's probably copyrighted. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the caliper. Okay, the cylinder is fine, and I just need to buy the cap, the pads, and the ventilated disc. So let's just take that puppy off. And then part mount. Wait a minute. I think I had 2 of these. Discs. Oh, it's because I took it off the other side. Never mind. Actually, cancel, because I need to take this cross member out. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can do front suspension cross member B. I'm not gonna take it out yet, because I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. $450 buckaroos, it looks like. I barely saw it, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong. And also, sorry if it sounds like I'm talking weird, it's just because, it's like 3 a.m. for me and I'm bored and I don't have anything to do, so I decided, you know, I'm gonna record some Car Mechanic Simulator. Or, what I was really thinking is, I'm gonna play Car Mechanic Simulator, but I am doing a series on this right now, so I have to record it if I want to play it. Which I'm completely fine with. You know, I know here comes the politics, but I know the government's trying to do everything they can to keep us safe, but it's just, I sometimes don't agree with some of the stuff that they're doing, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna say exactly where I live, but I live in Tennessee, right? Well, I don't know why I keep saying but the governor of Virginia apparently is making it mandatory to where you can have to wear masks. Again, it's 3 a.m. Sorry. Masks in stores and restaurants, which I don't get about the restaurant thing, but store I completely understand, because if you're going into a restaurant, you can take it off at the table, which doesn't make any sense whenever you have to walk in with it. And plus, before they changed it to where you can take it off of the table, my family was like talking, how are they supposed to eat whenever they have a mask on? And my family was like making a joke about how it has like a zipper on the front. To where you can unzip that part and then eat your food. But, I mean, I somewhat disagree with the stuff the government's doing, and I also agree with it somewhat. But it's just, I feel like they're going a little bit overboard with this whole COVID-19. And, you know, I'm actually like praying and stuff, making sure this uh COVID goes away. I mean, I'm a Christian. I don't care what you say. I know I cuss sometimes, but still. I don't care what you say. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and stuff. But even my parents, they're Christians and stuff. They believe in God, but yeah, I hear them cuss sometimes. So don't be in the comments like, oh, you're not a Christian. Oh, you cuss sometimes. No, never mind. But like, again, I've been praying and stuff for this COVID to go away. I mean, again, I just sometimes don't agree with the stuff that they're doing for this. I mean, wearing masks outside doesn't really help doesn't really do anything. 'Cause if you think about it, the UV rays from the sun kill the virus. So, there's no point. And plus, there's people that wear masks in their car whenever there's not even anybody with them, and their windows are completely rolled up. Now, if your windows are down, I understand that, but whenever it's rolled down, or whenever it's rolled up and sealed, I don't get it, because I don't think the coronavirus can, yeah, I should've said COVID. I don't think the COVID could come through the grill and get at you. And no DLC cars. And I know my friend Charlie, he hasn't been in any of my videos. Now, to be fair, not really many of my friends have been in my videos. But, you know, me and Charlie really, almost every time we speak to each other, we talk about politics. For some unknown reason. It's just a thing that we do. Which I'm completely fine with, because I honestly find it funny how we always talk about politics. No matter what. Like, I know I don't record GTA, but if I did, you'd mainly hear me and Charlie talking about politics more than anything. I need to buy more brake pads. I mean, I honestly feel like it's because of our southern heritage, but I feel like whenever you're southern, no matter what age you are, you're just drawn to talking about politics. For some unknown reason. Wait, did I buy the brake pads? I don't know if I did or not. Oh well, if I have to, I'll buy them. Need to buy a rubber bushing here. I also need to record Farming Simulator again. Let's just go and buy 2 of them. Because I've been playing that a little bit recently. Now to be honest, I actually ran out of things to talk about now. Yeah, I got brake pads. Alright. Actually, that may have been the brake pads for the other side. Yeah, it was. Oh well. I'll just go on the computer and buy more. Oh wait, no, I don't have the tablet unlocked yet. Again, it's been a while since I've ever played this, so I can't remember what all I have unlocked or not. Oh yeah, there's another thing that me and my friend talks about. It's how if you like sneeze in public or something, people like give you weird looks. Just because they think, oh, because you sneezed near me, you got the corona. It's like, no, that's not the case, because where I live, there's sometimes like pollen and stuff, which pollen is mainly reason for my allergies to act up, which causes me to sneeze a lot in the spring and stuff, which is completely fine, but yet people in public, if you sneeze near them, they like give you weird looks and like sometimes even try to shuffle away from you without making it obvious. Honestly, what I want to say to those people is, oh yeah, shuffle away from me. I'll come closer to you and give you the COVID, just to freak them out. Which I say they'll probably call the cops on me, but I don't care. Did I get everything? Oh. I figured I didn't replace that. Or, you know, I probably wouldn't say that. Just like, it's like, I don't have the COVID, I swear. Again, I don't think it was the last time I recorded it, but, like, April 6th, I don't know if you guys know this, but that was my birthday, so, if you want to, say happy late birthday, if you aren't one of my close friends that talks to me on PlayStation or something. Which you don't have to, because it's like 2 months after my birthday. Brake caliper. Okay, that one's a brand new one. I'll say it's probably this one. know we've already basically gotten past that topic, but with the whole people have to wear masks in stores and stuff, and like wear them at restaurants in Virginia, I don't care what you say, that's taking away people's rights, honestly. Because, well, I don't really know. I mean, I'm in a criminal justice class, and I'm pretty sure that is taking away people's rights. For sure. Where I was in a criminal justice class before this whole COVID started. You know, I honestly find this a little bit strange, but before we, like, under quarantine and stuff, for this whole COVID-19 thing, before we started having to stay home all the time, it used, hold on. It honestly used to be, well, I don't know if I talked about this in one of my other videos, but, there was like this thing that happened at my school to where there was like a mini fire. Everybody was okay. Okay? Just listen. Um, it was like in the breaker room, which is like where, culinary is. And if you guys don't know what culinary is, it's like a cooking class. But it just completely wiped out the power, and then the backup generators kicked in, which not long after that, the generators just cut out. So, well, that was after we like reached the gym and stuff, but we were sitting in the cafeteria, right? Maybe 10 or 15 minutes went by. The principal came on with a megaphone because, of course, the intercom system wasn't going to work. And said, "We're going to go out to the football field since we can't really do anything out here or in the building." So, we're heading through the gym, right? Because there's a way to go to the football field from there, and the power just completely shuts off. It was pitch black in the gym, except for a couple of the emergency lights around the exit sign, if you know what I'm talking about. Which that was our only source of light, and people just started pulling out their phones and stuff and turning on their flashlights because they're like, "Oh, I can't see anything," which is completely fine because I would have probably done the same thing if I was in that situation, which of course I was, but I wasn't about to pull out my phone for no reason and get it taken away. But then we get out to the football field, and we're just like talking with our friends and stuff, and about, I'd like to say 30 minutes went by. Principal comes on the intercom again, because like an electric company comes back, or comes to the building because they had called or something. And which the principal comes on the megaphone again and says that the school is gonna be canceled for the day, which I didn't even make it through first period, which was my criminal justice class. And which of course we were going to they were going to either have the buses come back to the school and pick us up, or call our parents or guardian and see if they could come get us. And which I had to call my grandparent because that day, whenever school was over, she was gonna come pick me up from school because I was needing a haircut, and she's the one that usually does my haircuts for me. So I call her and tell her about the whole thing, that she doesn't need to pick me up from school, and I can ride home on the bus, and she can come pick me up from my house later. Then I call my mother and tell her that school was let out early because of what happened, and which I know I keep getting ahead of myself. It's just I can't really think. But whenever the power went out and the generators kicked on, we were in this secondary building of Votech, or called Votech, at my school. And again, the breaker box was like in the culinary room or cooking classroom, and we were smelling smoke in the hallway of Votech. So my criminal justice teacher went to go check it out, which he didn't see a fire or anything, but he smelled smoke really bad in that room, and they weren't even having class yet. So that was strange because of which honestly, I feel like it's sort of a bad idea to have a culinary class in a room with the breaker boxes. Where's the starter on this car? Because you could either have a fire from the cooking class, or you could have a fire from the breaker box. And you couldn't know unless you're the one in the culinary class. Which, you know, it says this thing cannot be started, but there's many things that could cause this to not be started, as you can see. But the weird thing is, that was the day before spring break was starting. Like on that, we were about to go on spring break because of the, on that, Friday, because I cannot speak, I'm tired. But, come on, think. We were about to go on spring break, and all that stuff happened in first period. right? But then whenever spring break was about to end, we got an email from our the director of schools, and they said we won't be going back to school because of the virus. Maybe that could be the problem. The ignition coil. Nope. Again, there are many things that could stop this thing from starting. Just pull out spark plugs and hope they're the one that's... Oh, yep. One singular spark plug. So, that was honestly a day we would never forget. And honestly, there's like a miniature fire where the breaker boxes were, right? And then they caused us to go outside for fire, of course. So that was honestly the closest thing there was ever to a fire emergency. Come on, where are these spark plugs? There it is. $6 for a spark plug. Finish order. Only got $6 from that. My car doesn't start anymore. When it used to run, it made strange noises. Every morning I would wake up my entire neighborhood. Please make it start and see if you can do something about the darn loud. Being so darn loud. Now I'm gonna go ahead and accept this order. Then I'm gonna end the video here, because I'm honestly losing my mind of how tired I am. So I'll see you in the next video.